Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich as Norway. Let's continue off where we last left off. So we are trying to invade Germany. So we're trying to stop everybody from invading us all the time, because it does get a little bit annoying. But hopefully at some point they'll learn their lesson. Britain will hopefully kick out the Canadians soon. There's a small French landing here. But I think the Entente is really just draining their manpower a little bit too much. Well, we'll see. The front lines here are certainly messy, unfortunately. I'm just like looking, and I'm like, of course, connecting this area up with France would be quite nice. I just don't know how we accomplish that at the current moment. Hamburg actually looks like it could be kind of vulnerable. Let's try an invasion there. Our allies are not going to help us out at all, so probably won't work. What about you guys? Well, you're leaving. Kind of. You're not leaving anymore. Okay, well that is less than helpful. You're not getting anything done either. Manpower, we could go to all adult serve, but it's going to be like such a massive penalty for us. But I guess we already have like so much equipment that it's really not that big of a deal. We did get surrounded, which is also awful. I'm trying to think, is there anything I can even do with that? I honestly don't think so. We're going to move you guys to, let's say, right here. Just leave the Netherlands entirely. I mean, we capitulated them. We capitulated our ally here. And this is all still connected, right? Yes. So you're not running out of supplies. We've taken Ghent. We've taken you. We should actually maybe take this city here as well. I mean, it's close. Definitely not as close as we need it to be, unfortunately. We'll push our way to the Austrian border. I have noticed that, like, my computer has kind of lagged for some reason. Well, why is that happening? I don't know. I just checked my system thing, and it seems like everything should be fine. So we'll just kind of continue on as we were. You're about to be encircled, which is less than ideal. Germany's manpower is at 500,000. France's manpower really is not looking too good. What are we missing? We're missing a little bit of aluminum for probably planes. We'll get one of those guys up and going. I'm trying to see like who would be easy kind of targets to pick off, because Ireland doesn't have any manpower because they don't really exist anymore. So I know Sweden's manpower situation is kind of awful. Might as well call you to arms. I don't know who we weren't at war with, but we'll call you to arms anyways. And Hamburg is still, it's a target we need, but it's just not a target that's really available to us at the moment. I've noticed that you can't really push in anywhere, which is quite bad for us. You guys have linked this up. Well, we've already lost a ton of Swedish divisions. Sweden's lost almost as many men as we have, which is kind of amazing. Russia. I mean, you're making progress in some meaning of the word. France actually pushed a little bit into Lorraine. Okay, so I mean that again, that's progress. Progress is progress. Now there's also a naval invasion of southern Norway somewhere. Less than ideal for sure. How bad is your superiority? How do you have 1200 defense? Base value is modified by experience, terrain, country, commander skill. You're too good. Without a shadow of doubt, you are too strong. This is 1941. Let's start nuclear research just in case. 89. We will break through you. Unless reinforcements arrive first, which it also looks like it might become the case. Okay, we did make progress. Progress is good. But once you're done attacking us, we're going to immediately send 2 divisions to go kill you. 97. You fight here just to delay these troops. How dare you get there first? How dare you? Actually, just an insult, to be honest. I mean, are they... No, they're not cut off yet. Because if they were cut off, our front line would be unified, right? The closest location would be, like, pushing, like, right here. This... No, that's a few provinces away. So we're, like, 2 provinces away from being able to win some of these things. That's not saying too much. Sure, you know, 83 days is not too expensive. And keep going down this route. Apparently there's another invasion of southern Norway on its way. Because of course there is, why would there ever not be? That is a major river, so I can understand why you wouldn't want to cross that. I mean, they're trying to fight back. Okay. You all need the whole position. As much as it sucks, the Southern Nationalist Group is formed. I don't think I've ever seen them before. You guys have formed a faction together. Okay. Who else is in a faction? Okay, there's like 3 factions in China right now. But France is doing a major offensive. They looks like they're winning on a bunch of fronts, which is appreciated. Like it's just like 1 division is super good. The rest of them are kind of like meh. And I don't know how that's quite possible. That 1 could be so good while the rest are horrible. Not horrible, but like, you know, average, I guess you could say. Like, is it manpower they're missing? Yeah, we only have 50% manpower. We really need more men. Because right now we are missing... The number is being blocked. No, like 20,000. Which really isn't actually like that bad, I think. Like, it could be significantly worse. Leipzig as well. Italy is having some problems. The French Republic, like, you just keep invading and failing miserably. Which we appreciate a great deal. You guys have crossed the river. This is big news. That should allow that front to be significantly more impactful in the future. What if we push into here? We got pretty bad modifiers right now. Let me please see the modifiers. Terrain, river crossing, night. The rivers here are just too big. Stop having large rivers. That's my only request. Your rivers are too big for me to attack over, which is making the situation, I would say, worse for me, personally. And I prefer things to go always good and never bad. I don't know if that is a controversial take on things. But the more things go good, the better for us. How many men do we have? I think the blue line's actually a little bit overextended right now. Like, I don't think you really need to be up here. Focus more on the south. I mean, we have... Who are you? You are Leipzig. The Cairo Pact is now going to be at war with the Entente, which is actually really, really good for us. Because it means Egypt can probably invade the French Republic. And if Egypt invades the French Republic, that kind of gets rid of one of two major powers in the Entente. The Canadians, of course, are still going to be doing their own thing. But there's not too much we can do about that. I know our manpower is low. It really can't get much lower than it already is. We might as well combine these two armies under one general. I don't think there's any reason to really have them be separate. So you are at war. I mean, Moscow actually hasn't called anybody else into the war, as far as I can tell. Hopefully they do so soon. Yeah, let's see if we can get another river crossing here. Like, Verdun, like, you look pretty... I mean, it's a level 5 fort, actually. I was going to say you look pretty weak, but it might not necessarily be the case. We should hopefully be bombing, like, a lot of factories here. And for the most part, we're still doing okay. We actually want to build probably coastal forts in, every coastal city on our border. I don't really care too much about the military factor right now. Just build up those naval fortifications so that, hopefully, whenever they try to invade us, they don't actually land. Them landing, unsurprisingly, makes things worse. People are joining war in Saudi Arabia, which, again, is quite nice for us. Germany. Still a lot of men, for sure. 600,000 manpower. I'm just glad the Entente at least has, like, a different faction to fight as well. I mean, I guess they also were fighting Hyperbad. And the CSA, hopefully, can then attack the Canadians right afterwards. Indochina, we're not getting anything from. But we'll get some from Siam. Is Indochina at war? No, I'm assuming we probably just don't have enough ships to actually make the journey. But I don't think convoys take manpower, right? I think it just hurts war support. War heroes being killed. No, not really, actually. I don't know. I thought it did, but maybe it doesn't. Or maybe I'm not losing enough convoys for it to matter. We're joining a National Pacification Army. So apparently, like, China's just in a... Who are you? So you are these guys. Who's fighting these guys? Who's fighting these guys? Who's fighting those guys? Everybody's at war with everybody else. And that's kind of okay. But the Swiss and all of them breaking across the river in the south, it's very valuable. In Germany, I mean, we haven't really taken any more major German cities. The Russian-German back and forth, it's a little bit unfortunate. Did you lose Lille, or have you always not had... I can't tell if you actually have lost territory or not, France. But I would prefer if you didn't. Like, we're doing pretty well, I would say. Yeah, your defensive line's basically terrible. I know that our cavalry are essentially worthless. We have 2 of them. So I guess I'm not too concerned about it then. You're at 80%, so we should be able to push our way into you. And pushing our way to the Bohemian border, splitting Germany in half, has to be like a really good operational goal for us. And it's only 3 provinces. So let's try to make that a reality. You're at 87. Hopefully you should be able to push in a little bit faster. Problem is now, like, we're going to be crossing a river no matter where we go, for the most part. Especially down in this region, in the Rhineland. You're 94. You're close to being killed. 98, 99. Fantastic. Yeah, Egypt, we can definitely have a non-aggression pact. And yeah, Triple Otani is already pushing her way into the French Republic, which is just mwah. Couldn't ask for a better situation than that. I still don't know how the CSA hasn't actually won their war quite yet. Like, they have 7 to... Okay, they have, like, no manpower. I can understand that being one reason why they might be having some difficulties. I don't think the International is going to get themselves surrounded. Which, of course, is good for us. I mean, we're one province closer. Well, one province closer isn't enough, right? Like, it's better. But it's not enough. The AI is getting, like, too good at responding to whatever I do. I really do not appreciate at all. Please just be dumber and let me kill you. What if we send everybody? Like, we have such high air superiority, I think basically everywhere. Enemy air superiority. It's a negative. Actually, it's only negative 4% down here. You know what? Let's send all of our aircraft down towards the south. Just for maybe a little bit more of a bonus. You have 3 divisions. You're not doing too much. I think you maybe... No. You're taking more land for sure. You're getting stronger. But Russia still really cannot get past the Prussian hurdle. Who the hell is Portugal? Oh, yes, it is. You guys come down to there. We have 1 Swedish troop probably arriving down towards the scene as well. Portugal. Like, just don't. By the way, do we know what Spain did? I don't think we do. Like, we want Spain to be neutral in the case of a conflict. Japan's declared war on Germany. Okay, fantastic news. That's really going to help us out. What if you attack here? You attack here. You guys are going to be leaving. You'll be leaving in 1 day. Muscat's already capitulated. Okay, no, this plan is not... I mean, you're still actually going to kill this guy, which is nice. Please attack here to make sure that doesn't get reinforced. The cavalry division... I guess go 1 more province, just because you can. You can attack and kind of assist. Even though I know the cavalry is not going to be super effective. Yes. Give me all those non-aggression packs. I really have no interest in invading the Middle East. But we do want to get this area. If we can get like an encirclement anywhere, it would be quite nice for us. Don't know if I care that much about... Yeah, air superiority, please. I did not spend my... Yeah, spend the points, please. There we go. Well, I was looking up here. We want to be able to break through here. It would cut Cologne off from the rest of Germany. You guys come over here. We can easily take this province. See if you can make your way to Nuremberg. If we can take it, that would be nice. Austria has begun to unify, which is terrifying, for sure. Deal with Hungary. Yeah, no, I don't like that you have become one big country. With a decent-sized military. Yeah, no, that's just bad. Ukraine invading the Austrians would be nice, but I think at that point they probably would just, like, lose. Which, of course, is not an ideal situation at all either. Okay, so we've pushed across the river here. We pushed into you. And at that point, we've got to get the surround. Like, there's no choice. Like, we've got to do it. All of this will be surrounded. It's going to free up a lot of international troops. Japan, you want a non-aggression pact? You can have it. For sure. Let's send all these guys together. You stop attacking. I guess you can continue to attack. I just don't like you, Austria. Hungary, you should rebel. I don't know if you've rebelled yet, but I would recommend that you do that because it would help me out a ton. By the way, all of you are supposed to attack this guy. But the Swedish troop attacks this guy just so he doesn't reinforce. We're going to get the surround going, which is... Let's go. We're at 82. Send you up towards the north, just as basically like a delaying tactic. You did get excavation, even though... Actually, what do we have a bonus? We have a 100% bonus for you. It's going to take an entire year. There we go. That is fantastic. All of you are still going to be on this line. Thank you. You are now completely encircled, which works out well for us. How about you attack here as well? We do have our force attack on, so we might as well utilize it effectively if we can. Austria, you better do nothing at all, please. I beg of you. Please go to Mamlo. That's not a port, so we don't have to worry about that too much. That is a port. And of course, we don't want you to be having too many of those. Yeah, this is now... This is just beautiful. The beautiful surround. But I think with that surround completed, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks for watching, my name is Ansel. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Not enjoy, click thumbs down. Or subscribe, and goodbye.